Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So do us a favor, guys, as you hop on, drop your city and state, wherever it is that you're viewing from. We'd like to know how you got in touch with us and how we got in touch with you. Also, if you are new to our platform, type a number 1 in the comments. If you are new, type a number 1. This particular edition is going to be talking about our hat press. We do have a hat press that we are currently selling, and our patches. So our hat press and our patches. And I want you guys to pay attention, because if you are a crafter, business owner, if you're somebody who's looking to implement hats in your business or your system, then this is going to be the sign to get started. If you're already doing hats, but you may be using like a little small hand press to do your hats, then we have a special offer for you. And if you thinking about doing it, then guess what? Now's the time to get started. So once again, as you jump on, drop your city and your state, double tap that screen, whatever platform you're viewing us from. We're currently broadcasting to our IG, to our TikTok, our Facebook, and our YouTube. You can find us everywhere at theblanksspot.com. Once again, theblanksspot.com. So we did add something new to our website. So there's a new feature or a new collection on our website. Once you go to the website, it is www.theblanksspot.com. Once you hit the website, you'll see something on the front page that says new. Okay, it's going to be something that says new, right? Go ahead and select that or click on that, and you can see what we have that's new in our warehouse and that we're offering to our customers. Now, if you are brand new, type a number 1 in the comments, guys. If you're new, type a number 1 in the comments. We want to get those likes up and we want to get those shares up, because there's going to be somebody out there who's going to want to see this. Whether you're currently making hats or whether you're looking at making hats, you definitely want to tune in. So once again, this is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And normally today would be our Patch Wednesday. Normally we would have Patch Wednesday today, but we are going to implement something along with Patch Wednesday. And I don't know if you guys can see, we have some hat presses behind us in our famous Blank Spot colors. The colors are pink and teal. These are our colors for our business. And if you shop with us before, you've gotten those nice poly mailers that are turquoise or teal. You've gotten those nice poly mailers that are pink, guys. So these are our colors. And if you like the colors, go ahead and let us know. But this is what we're offering, and these are hat presses. So I'm going to go from start to finish as far as setting up the hat press. Okay, it's very simple. It's just like any other piece of equipment. It's just like any other heat press, any tumbler press. The difference is the cord. It's going to be more like a tumbler press because the cord, it detaches. Okay, the cord detaches. Now, when you get this hat press, you're going to receive an additional piece for the hats. Okay, it's going to be an additional piece that you can actually change out. It's interchangeable. So you're going to have to actually unscrew this. Okay, you're going to have to unscrew this. But it does come with the, I guess, to see if you have like a smaller hat or a smaller item to do. So this is a smaller piece that comes with it. It's simple to undo. Actually, you don't need any screws. There's a little, if anything, you may need pliers, okay? But there's a little black handle on the side, a little black knob that you'll unscrew, and then you'll take that off, take the screw all the way out, take that out, and then replace that. That's just how easy it is, okay? But the setup is very simple. Coming out of the box, you're gonna get it with this additional piece. You're gonna get a set of fuses that goes with it, and we are throwing in some patches. Okay, we're gonna select 3 patches that we're gonna throw in for free for you guys. Okay, so if you guys are interested in making hats, if you're interested in adding that to your repertoire, your catalog, then definitely go ahead and catch on to this, because this is going to be popular. Okay, summertime, especially going into the football season and also basketball season. Breast cancer awareness. I see a lot of ladies and representatives wearing hats around that time, representing whatever it is that they believe in. So, guys, hats are going to be very popular, whether you're doing like dance teams, maybe sports teams, whatever the case may be. Okay. So, the power adapter or the power insert is right here on this side. And it's just a regular insert, so you can't mess that up. This is 110, so there's no conversion needed. And I'm just going to plug this into my outlet right there. Now, if you have a tumbler press or heat press similar to this, it's going to be really simple. The power button is on the side right here. So you see the power button. You turn it on. You hear that beep. Okay. So as far as heating it up, or as far as adjusting the temperature and the time, it's going to be very simple. You're going to hit that OK button one time. It's going to say P1. P1 is going to be the temperature. You have to know the temperature that you're going to be using to press whatever it is that you're pressing on there, whether you're doing sublimation or whether you're doing patches. For our patches, I believe it's 374 degrees. Now, P2 is going to be the seconds, and we're going to be pressing for 25 seconds. Okay? Once you do that, you're going to press enter, and you just let it set until it heats up. Now, there's a couple things that you're going to need to use this hat press if you're using patches. If you're using patches, whether it's chenille patches, whether it's adhesive, regular adhesive like thin patches, you're going to need to have a piece of Teflon. Teflon is not hard to get. You can get it at you can go on Amazon and get the Teflon. So we're not going to be providing the Teflon with this. However, you're going to need Teflon to protect your patches. Okay. So as this heats up, I want you guys, if you're brand new, I know a couple people just jumped on. This is the Blank Spot with Sublimation Blanks and T-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Today is Patch Wednesday, and we're also launching the hat presses. They're available on our website right now. You're going to get the hat press. It comes with fuses. It comes with the cord, and it's also come with another attachment. And we're going to throw in 3 patches so you guys can get started. Okay. Our patches are adhesive. They are iron-on the back, so it's going to be really easy to apply. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you something. I've been using our hat press. I've been using our hat press for probably about 4 months right now, and I haven't had any issues with the hat press. I had to do some adjustments, so I'm going to be very, very transparent with you. In the beginning, what I had to do was I had to cut out a little piece of foam to put underneath my hat to press up so I could just have a little bit more pressure. Sometimes you're going to have to do that depending on what you're doing. And I just stuck it inside. So that's just a little makeshift pressing pad. Okay. Just a little makeshift pressing pad. Okay. So now, if that's something that you interested in getting, you can go to any fabric store, any fabric department, and you can go ahead and get that. All right. So easy. And this didn't come like this. I actually cut this out, but I'm showing you this because I want you to see how thick it is. You can get it thick like this, or you can get it thin, your choice. So I need you guys to go ahead and like the video. If you don't like the video, I'm just going to assume that you're not watching, that you're probably just on here trolling. Like the video, share the video, and then we can go ahead and get started. We at 254 degrees. Also, with our patches, when you purchase, you're going to get an instruction card. Okay? The instruction card is going to let you know what to do our patches on, okay? And it says, right here, it says 375, so that's my faux pas. I'll knock it up one more degree. Anytime you're going to change this, you're going to hit OK. P1 pops up. You're going to hit that's going to be the temperature. You hit OK again. P2 pops up. That's going to be the seconds. And then you type everything in. You're just going to press enter. Real simple, okay? But it's 375 degrees, and we're going to do it for 25 seconds, okay? So this is at 293 right now. Very simple, very easy. Let me ask you guys a question. Does anybody out there do hats? Type a number 2 in the comments if you're currently making hats. Type a 2 in the comments if you're currently making hats. Where are my hat makers at? Yeah, Eric, I make hats. Give me a number 2. Got 1. Okay. Got 2 more. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I treat this hat press like I treat my heat press. I always have a backup. Something to think about, especially if there's a demand for your products. You always want to position yourself to have a backup just in case it goes out. I know a lot of people are using the Cricut hand press, the little bitty hand press, like a little iron, or you may have like a little curve press to do hats. That's cool too. As you get your volume up, as your volume goes up, I think that it's going to be important to have more reliable and I don't want to say more reliable. Yeah, more reliable products, more reliable machinery, and things that you can do a better output on, a bigger output on. So something to think about, okay? But this, and I guess I should I'm gonna call it the hat mode, okay? The hat mode. This hat mode that I have on right here, right now, it's pretty wide. This is just a regular snapback. It's a regular snapback. This is actually 100% polyester fabric right here, but you can use this for your hat press. You can also use regular cotton hats. I would recommend, depending on what you're putting out there, what type of products you're putting out there, I recommend you find yourself a reliable hat vendor, somebody that's going to actually be able to provide what you need, and somebody's going to give you some good quality, okay? This, if you've never done it before, this may be a hit and miss, okay? It may be a hit and miss. Now, the one thing that I didn't share with you was that there's a lever on the back end. This is to hold your hat in place. So let's say you have a fitted cap. Let's say you have a fitted cap, and some people are not going to do this, or you take your trucker hat and you lock it in. You lock the snaps in. That's where this comes in. If you're going to open this up and slide it on there, that's going to help you. That's going to help you, especially if I want to put some cushion in there. That's going to help you to keep that hat in place. All right. I think that's a good idea to use as well. Some people may not use it, but if you use it, that's what it's for. Okay. And also practice. You may not get it right the first time, but what I learned while using this hat press is I had to adjust my hat a certain type of way to where I was going to put my patch on. Okay. Now I've sublimated hats. I've sublimated these hats. I've sublimated other polyester hats. And what I've noticed is that there are certain positions on the hat press that you're going to have to use to actually get that transfer on there. Now, I don't have any hat measurements. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have hat measurements. So it will behoove you to go and do your own research, go and do your own homework to see where you're going to position that transfer. Me, I don't like to go right below. I don't like to go right below the brim. I like to kind of bring it up maybe a half an inch. If it's possible, bring it up a half an inch. But I also want to center it. Depending on how big the hat transfer is, depending on the design, you may want to go up a little higher. But just remember, if your hat in this press, if it's laying back like this, you're going to hit the brim. Because remember, it has to come down. It has to come down. So you may end up finding yourself bringing your hat forward and then seeing exactly where it's going to hit. The whole idea is to position that hat to where you can press it, and you want to hit this thing one time for the first time and then hit it again, okay? Depending on your transfers. That's the curve right there. I like that. It hits real well. I like the way it locks down. Of course, there's an adjustment knob right here on top. So you can use that to get down as well. So basically, I'm going to treat this like any other piece of fabric. I pre-press the fabric, okay? I pre-press the fabric. Now, depending on what you're going to be doing, you may not want to put too much pressure on there. Depends on what you're going to be doing. However, you want to make sure that whatever you're using is gonna fit. Because this is polyester, I definitely need to make sure I lint roll this. I don't know anybody who's going to be selling hats like this. Maybe you guys are doing Rhinestone Transfers. You may be doing Chenille Patches, or you may be doing regular thin patches. But depending on what fabric you use, you definitely want to clean that surface up, okay? Definitely want to clean that surface up. So tell me, what type of hats are you guys making? You don't have to go into detail, but what type of transfers are y'all using? Anybody want to share what type of transfers are you using? Because we've been thinking about providing the rhinestone transfers for the hats. That's going to be a little experiment for us. If you're making hats, what type of transfers are you guys using? Nobody? Okay. That's cool too. Rhinestone and DTF. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. With rhinestone, you definitely want to be careful. Sublimation and DTF. With rhinestone, you want to be careful, but with DTF, you definitely want to be careful because, as we know, every transfer does not go on every fabric the same. So you want to be careful, okay? So for this, I'm a cowboy. I like to, not a cowboy fan, but I'm a cowboy. I don't like using tape. I don't like using any of that stuff, right? But for this example, for this tutorial, you may need you some heat tape because if you're not very well versed on using these, then you definitely may find yourself kind of fidgeting around because you only have two hands to put this on here. So for this example, I am going to use, and I'm using the center seam. I'm using the center seam of the hat to center my transfer. Okay. You can also take your transfer and bend it in half. That's always a good way to get the center as well. And like I said, I'm going to do about a half an inch from the base of the brim. Okay. Now remember, guys, every fabric is different. This is a polyester fabric. This heat tape ain't gonna work the greatest, so I gotta work fast. And I'm just using the heat tape on here to kind of keep it in place. Okay. Just to kind of keep it in place. Now, we strongly encourage that you use Teflon for our patches to cover and protect the patch because you don't want the direct heat hitting the patch. Once it's there, I got it set for 375 for 25 seconds. The card's going to say 20, but I do a lot. You'll find me doing a little bit more time because I like to, keep it going. So yeah, the temperature is set at 375 for this particular patch. But guys, you got to remember, every transfer that you use is going to be a different temperature. So it's not a one size fits all. DTF is going to be a different temperature. Screen print is going to be a different temperature. Sublimation is going to be a different temperature. Y'all with me? Every transfer is going to be a different temperature. And because this is sublimation, remember this is at an adhesive patch. So as soon as I take it off, it's going to be able to be peeled off. So I'm going to have to hit it again, okay? You want to make sure you have enough pressure on here. Once you hit it the second time, you want to make sure you have enough pressure. Once you hit it the second time, you want to make sure you put that Teflon back over the top, okay? This hat press is real simple to use. Once again, we're selling these hat presses. They are on our website, theblankspot.com. You'll go to the front page. What's new is going to be the tab that you're going to look on, and you'll see everything that we have that's new, and that's going to be one of them, okay? And of course, we let this dry. We're going to let this cool off and dry, okay? Because if I go ahead and move this right now, I will be able to peel it off. So if you say, hey, you know what? These patches don't work. You can peel them right off. Remember, it's adhesive on the back. It has to dry or has to cool off. Once it cools off, then you're ready to go, okay? So we're going to sit this to the side right now. Let y'all check that out. Anybody got any questions about the hat press? I asked the question earlier, who was doing hats? I know there's more people on. If you've already answered already, that's cool. But if you are doing hats, if you're making hats, type a number 2 in the comments, guys. If you haven't answered already, type a number 2 in the comments. If you are currently making hats, type a number 2. All right. Got some new blood on here. Haven't tried it yet? Well, Snoop, we got this amazing hat press that's available right here at the Blank Spot right now. And we also have patches. So today is Patch Wednesday. While this is cooling off, and before I get to the next hat, I'm gonna show some of the patches that we have, okay? And there are a lot of them. So I am featuring the hat press right now, but guys, we got more patches and what do you call them, baby? The sequin patches for apparel. This is a teacher sequin patch. It has adhesive on the back. I think this is beautiful. Going back to school for the teachers, it's going to be great. It's a lightweight patch. It'll go great on a t-shirt. It doesn't have to go on a hoodie or a crew neck, but I think this is great, guys. It's on our website right now. This is available. This is a chenille patch. It says faith. Once again, real great. We have some D9 for the ladies patches with the years. All these are available on our website at theblankspot.com. It comes with pressing instructions. So this is a sequin patch. And then we have chenille patches for the D9. If you guys are interested in what we do have, feel free to go to our website, theblankspot.com. We are selling these patches. These patches are for sale. This is Patch Wednesday, guys. As we also talk about our new hat presses. Yes, the link is in the bio. Also, here's the website. So you can reach our link on all of our platforms. All of our platforms, the link is available. It's Patch Wednesday, y'all. And I know it's about, before you know it, it's going to be cold again. And people are going to be coming out with hoodies. They're going to be coming out with sweatshirts, crew necks. They're going to be coming out with their jackets, all types of stuff. And you got to be ready. You got to be ready. Okay? The holidays are going to be coming up really soon. And we have patches for just about every occasion. Just about for every occasion. This is a lightweight patch right here, a sequin patch. I love the bright colors, man. This was a hit last year. God is good all the time. And we outfitted a lot of patches. We outfitted a lot of patches last year. You said, will the large patches fit the hat? I would not try it. Okay. I wouldn't try it. But you got to think about it. These patches are made for shirts. These patches are made for apparel, for tops, or maybe even pants, okay? And feel free to go to the website and check out the description of the patches. Got that one backwards. Stuffy, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. I've got to do this to you. I got to give you the stiff arm because we're not playing those types of games. Why would we sell the basket of patches? That makes no sense. But thank you for coming on anyway. Maybe you thought somebody needed to laugh. But I appreciate you. Here's the website, theblankspot.com. Remember, there's 2 S's in there, theblankspot.com. Somebody asked how much for the basket. www.theblankspot.com. Remember, there's 2 S's. Patches and presses. Then we have letters, guys. You'll see we have different colors of letters. We have 3 inches and we have 2-inch letters. Okay. And then this is going to take a long time. Here's another teacher patch. Yep, here's another teacher patch. It's going to take a long time to show you all these, but we have hearts in different colors. We have smiley faces in different colors. These will go great on your hats, okay? We do have some, let me see. We don't have specific breast cancer patches yet, but they are coming. The closest thing we have right now would be this ribbon, or you can go and look on the website to see what we have pink, but they are coming. They are coming. Different types of little doohickeys in here, guys. We got butterflies, letters, smiley faces, all types of stuff. So go ahead and check out the patches. Once again, it is www.theblankspot.com. Once again, it is www.theblankspot.com. Check out our patches. It is Patch Wednesday, y'all. So if y'all are just jumping on, this is The Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. If you want to know what comes on the sublimation starter kit, please go to the website. The description is very specific, okay? Go to the website. The description is very specific. Right now, we're talking about the hat presses. Yeah, for hats too. For hats too. We're going to have the smaller ones as well. All right. So I just did this. It has cooled off. It's cooled off. That means it has dried. The adhesive has dried. And this is what you got. Okay? Real simple. You just turned this hat into probably about a $20 hat, depending on what your pricings are, depending on how you're pricing your stuff. All right. So the next hat I'm going to do is going to be kind of popular for some sports fans. I am a sports fan, but this is not my team. Nevertheless, I'm going to do it for the mass of people that are on here, for the masses. And if you're just jumping on, I did do a quick demonstration on how to set up the hat press. It wasn't hard. When you order this hat press from us, you're going to receive what comes with the hat press. You're going to receive the hat press, the power cord. You're going to receive an additional hat mold that's interchangeable. And we're going to give you 3 free small hat patches so you can go ahead and get started, guys. So I'm going to do this hat so y'all can see just how easy it is. For me, it's about positioning. I'm a little anal retentive, so don't mind me. But remember, I think I know where I want to put this hat, this design at, all right? So it may, I'm pre-pressing, it may cause you to press it more than once, okay? It may cause you to press it more than once. If it does, it's not a big deal, okay? If it does, it's not a big deal. I'm going to adjust this a little bit because I want to make sure I'm hitting it right where I want to hit it. Right there. Just pre-pressing to get the moisture out. All right? The price for the hat press is on the website. The price for the hat press is on the website. You're going to get 3 free patches as well. Go to the website, please. On the front page, you're going to see new items. Click on that, and you'll see the hat press and what it comes with. Once again, please go to the website to see the description. It's not going to take long to go to the website. It's right. The description is right on the description is right on the product. Okay. I don't want to tell you what comes in it because I may get it wrong. That's why we do our descriptions. Hopefully you understand or you appreciate that, because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Or if you can't find it, ma'am, if you can't find it, I believe that is Lakezia Davis, I think. If you can't find it, feel free to email us, and we'll respond with your email. We'll send you the direct link if you can't find it. Okay? Find some good hats, man. Find some good hats that you can actually go ahead and sell. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. These are great, especially when we go to our events, guys. When we go to our events, I'm super excited because I get a chance to create while I'm out there. You'll be surprised how many hats we sell during the course of an event, especially when it's warm outside. So if you have any events that's taking place, it's hot, man. People are going to be looking for hats. Take my Teflon to protect my my patch. And I'm pressing. Thanks to everybody for jumping on. We appreciate you guys. If you haven't done so, drop your city and state. If you haven't shared the video, please share the video, especially if you're finding some value in it. If not, I understand. We are featuring our patches and our hat presses. You can see our hat presses back here. You can go to our website, which is theblankspot.com. We are currently selling these hat presses right now. The prices are on the website. Sometimes when you do press your transfers on here, you may have to press it again because you may have a larger transfer. So I'm going to press this again because I didn't get the tip. But it needs a second press anyway. If you are doing hats and you don't have a hat press, these are some great quality hat presses. I used ours for about 4 months before we even brought this to you. So the hat presses have been sitting back there already, and I wanted to test it out. So we have these sitting up here. We're going to test out all the power. We're going to test out all the power to make sure everything is firing up well. But we are also going to be making sure that all the functions are working before we send them out to you. Even though we got them from our vendor, we realized that in transition, something may have happened and it may not sit well. Remember, with the adhesive patches, you got to remember that as long as it's hot, you can move this around. I wouldn't move it around. If I have to adjust it a little bit, I would, but I wouldn't try to take it up and put it back down. But if you say, hey, you know what? I pressed it with the adhesive patch and it's moving around, then it's supposed to move around. It's glue, it's adhesive on the back. Once it cools off and dries, or once it cools off, then it's going to be good to go, okay? It's going to be good to go. That's the last hat I'm doing today, guys. So this is just a quick example of how easy it is to make hats. You can go on any platform that you find. If you don't like our platform, and find you some hat patches, and they're very easy to apply. Or you can go to our website, which is theblankspot.com. It is Patch Wednesday. That's www.theblankspot.com. Go ahead, get you some hat patches, get you some patches for your apparel, or I should say clothes or pants. They will fit just about anything, guys. Get you some patches and go ahead and make you some hats. See how creative you can be. See how creative you can be with the patches, okay? These patches are going to go on just about anything. I haven't seen anything that it didn't go on apparel-wise, fabric-wise. You can take these patches and make a pocket-sized logo. You can take these patches and put them right here on the back of your shirt. You can put them on the bottom, anywhere you want to put them, okay? And they hold up in the wash as long as you apply them properly, okay? So does anybody have any questions about Wednesday, Patch Wednesday? Once again, these hat presses are available on our website. With the hat presses, you're going to get your power cord, of course. You're going to get an additional hat mold. You're going to get 2 fuses, and we're going to throw in 3 small patches for you. All the first timers, thank y'all for jumping on. Everybody who has returned, come back to see us. We appreciate you guys. Go ahead and take advantage of our amazing deals, guys. If you've shopped with us already, you know that we have great quality products and we stand behind our products. So all you got to do is go to the website, www.theblankspot.com. Click on that on the front page, click on that flyer that says new items or what's new. Once you see what's new, you'll see all the things that we have that we just got in the warehouse just recently. And these are one of the first things that you're going to see are our hat presses. So thank y'all for jumping on. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Take advantage of these hat presses. Take advantage of the prices. Take advantage of the patches that we're going to be throwing in there, and go ahead and make you some hats and make you some money. You guys take care. See y'all at the top, because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.